Good morning, students. Today we are going to take up the last part of the chapter on staff selection. That is the difference between recruitment and selection. Number one, on the basis of meaning, recruitment means searching for prospective employees and stimulating them to apply, while selection is choosing the candidates having necessary qualification. On the basis of nature, recruitment is a positive process while selection is a negative process. On the basis of aim, recruitment tends to create a large pool of candidates while selection eliminates all unsuitable candidates to select the chosen one. Number 4, process. It is simple, that is recruitment, while selection is a complex process. Number 5, on the basis of number, there is no such restriction on the number of candidates in case of recruitment, while in case of selection, only a limited number of candidates are selected. Number 6 and the last one, order. It is done prior to selection, that is recruitment, while selection is done after recruitment process is over. We move to the next chapter, that is staff training. Before we proceed with staff training, let us look at the scope of syllabus for staff training. We have meaning and definition of training. We have distinction between training, education and development. Types of training, that is induction, job, remedial, safety, refresher, promotional. Methods of training, that is on-job and off-job. And off-job training can be classified into vestibule, apprenticeship, internship and classroom. Difference between off-the-job and on-the-job training and hindrances to training. Today, we are going to take up the first 3 topics from this scope of syllabus. Number 1, meaning and definition. Training is a process of increasing the job knowledge and skills of employees. It is an organized and systematic process. It is a two-way process because there must be someone to learn and someone to teach the techniques. So basically it is a process of enhancing the knowledge and skills of the employees through learning and teaching process. Distinction between training, education and development. Before we move into the distinction, what is education and what is development? Education involves improving the general knowledge and developing an overall understanding of the total environment. A general aptitude is developed through education. Development, on the other hand, involves growth of a person in all respect. It is a process by which managers not only acquire skill and competence for their present job, but also capabilities for future tasks of increasing difficulty and scope. The difference between training, education and development may be enumerated as follows. Number 1, on the basis of nature. Training is practical, while education is theoretical, and development is both practical and theoretical. Number 2, on the basis of content. Training is related to the job. Education is generalized, while development is career oriented. Number 3, participants. Training can be taken by anyone, including non-managers. Education can be taken by managers and non-managers, and development is only meant for managers. Number 4, duration. Training is a short-term process. Education is a long-term process, while development is continuous. Number 5 and the last one, cost paid. Training. The cost of training can be borne by the employer. Education, it is borne by the government as well as the individual, while development, the cost is borne by both employer, government as well as individual to some extent. Excuse me. We move to types of training. Types of training may be classified into the following categories. Number 1, induction or orientation. It is a process of introducing or familiarizing new employees to organization, its policies, procedures and rules so that they may adjust quickly and easily in their new environment. The main objective of an orientation program are to build new employees' confidence, to give information to employees about location of different facilities, to develop a feeling of belonging and loyalty. And number D, to ensure that new employees does not form a false opinion about the organization. Number 2, job training. It is not possible always to hire trained employees. So when untrained employees are selected by an organization, they need to be given some training to perform their job well. Such training is known as job training. It basically improves skill and knowledge of employees and helps them to carry out or perform their work in a better manner. Number 3, remedial training. It is designed to correct the mistakes and shortcomings in the work behavior and job performance of employees. This is used for removing defects and teaching the right method of doing a job. Next, safety. Purpose of safety training is to teach safety consciousness and teach the use of safety devices. This basically helps in preventing and minimizing accidents amongst employees. Next, promotional. It involves preparing employees for higher positions. Employees with adequate potential are given training to fill vacancies at higher levels. It obviously helps in career development. I hope all of you have understood the different types of training, the distinction between education, training and development, as well as the meaning of training and the difference between recruitment and selection as explained in this video. If you have any question, please put it in the comment box of this video.